3, 2.
all right, welcome back. Yes, back to the channel. This should be available by the time this video comes out, so if it is, go and buy a couple. Got them from small all the way to extra large. If you're extra small, extra large, we ain't got you yet, okay? We're not there. Anyway, welcome back. Yes, back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over the intermediate level for bench. Okay, now there's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about for bench. If you watched the squat video, we did 3 ways to improve your squat. Today I kind of want to run the same kind of pattern. We're going to do 3 ways, but there's so much I want to cover. We're going to kind of have a part 1 and part 2. So this is going to be part 1, but part 2 is going to come straight after it anyway. So enjoy that, but that might not happen either. It might be all one cluster of a video and you're going to see anyway. So depending on the title of the video, it might be 3 best ways times 6 to improve your bench. You get what I mean? You know, we want to keep that 3 best ways, because you lot always that one thing that's going to change my bench, or that one thing that's going to, no, it's like a plethora of things too that's going to change. I hope I use that word in the right context. Let's get to the video.
Okay.
The first thing I want to talk about is the rack height. This is the rack, first of all, and this is the height, so it can go low and high. Now, when you get into your bench position, and depending on if you're doing a wide grip or a close grip, you don't want to pick up the bar so goddamn low. Okay, you want to pick it up as high as possible where you can maintain your position. If you don't have a spot, this is especially for if you don't have a spot, so you can maintain your position, just simply unrack and do the rep perfectly. So I'm going to show you quickly here. This is my rack height. Luckily enough, I'm right under the bar, and then once I get into my position and I set my feet, it's an easy push off the rack. Okay, so it's, even with the most weight on, it's an easy push off the rack, just like that. Now let me set it up in a bad position so you guys can see what that looks like. So, and now we have a bad rack height, which is a lot lower than I'm used to, and it's going to be a lot more difficult, especially because I do a closer grip to unrack. Okay, so I'll see you guys see what I mean. So it's very low down. Once I get into position, I have to kind of look at where my elbow is, just in a horrible position. I'm right under the bar where I normally am, but once I unrack, it's such a struggle, even with the bar. Well, it's not such a struggle, but it is quite a struggle. But as soon as there's going to be some weight on there, I will not be able to lift it. And putting it back is a bit scary as well. So first things first is find your rack height. So just to reiterate, I hope I'm using that word correctly as well. The rack height is just going to be like a couple inches above your not a couple inches above, a couple inches below your lockout point. So this is your lockout point, and the rack height is going to be like right around here. So you can easily just press off the rack and have it in a stable position without coming out of position, without having to move around, and without having to really struggle. So you want the least amount of struggle in all the lifts, always, to perform the best lift. Also, one of the massive reasons why we have the rack height in such a beautiful position is because we don't want to waste any energy. Okay, if we are struggling to pick up the weight, 1, that's going to knock your confidence, 2, it's going to put you out of position, and 3, it's exhausting. I'll throw some clips of people trying to lift weight off the freaking bar and then finally get into their position, then start the rep. You know, you want to do the least amount of work for the most gains. Okay, so just to show you again, get right underneath and you're going to pick it up and see, great position, and you start. Okay, just like that. Now the second thing I want to talk about, because there's so much things to talk about, we might actually just do 3 today, but it's going to be very informative. The second thing is squeezing the bar. We want to squeeze the bar as hard as possible with the intent to just break and bend the bar. This, and also in the squat and the deadlift, is very important, because it just feels amazing. Because when you squeeze it like a rock, you're trying to bend that bar, it just feels so much lighter, and you want to flex all the muscles like that. Okay, so don't just pick it up and just hold it and let it just rest in your hands. Okay, get it real tight, squeeze it as hard as you can, and you'll feel super light, and it should feel super easy. Okay, It's all about hard surfaces against hard surfaces, okay? That's the way you can generate the most power. If you think about jumping off like a beanbag or jumping off a bunch of wood or bricks, you're gonna get a lot more force off the bricks and wood than you are gonna beat on the beanbag or the sand, okay? So that's why we wanna do that. Hard things. Hard chest, hard back. And we're pushing very aggressively, okay? I'll show you what that looks like as well. You won't really be able to see what it looks like, but you understand. Like maybe I'll try to show you what it looks like. Actually, I'll do a soft one and I'll do a hard one. So this would be a soft one where you're just holding the bar, you know, everything's all loose, it feels horrible. And it's just wobbling in your hands, you're just coming down and you're coming up. Horrible, okay? We don't ever want to do that. We want to grab the bar from the beginning, tight, aggressively. Come in, everything is tight. The bar is just, you can see how rigid it is. If I'm trying to move it back and forth, it's so rigid. You're coming down and you're coming up, okay? It feels very powerful, but obviously it's just the bar and there's no weight. But last but not least, we're going to talk about the back tightness and the feet positioning, okay? So what I like to do when I'm setting up, I set my feet first. I come up high on the bench, I set my feet first, and then I pull myself into position and my feet are not moving, okay? So I'm gonna show you what that looks like real quick. So I'm up high on the bench, and I want my feet to be here, okay? My feet. If you see my feet, Perry, can you see my feet? So I want my feet to be here. I'm nowhere, my upper body is not positioned, but my feet are in position, okay? It's nice and even, they feel good, they feel strong, and I want to be always pushing against the bench, okay? It looks funny, but this is what we're generating for. So now my feet are set, and I pull myself into position and grab the bar real tight, and I'm in position, my feet don't move, okay? Now I'm digging my shoulder blades, pinching them together and digging them into the bench. The only point of contact I have is my upper traps, my butt cheeks, and the feet on the floor, okay? Those are all the 3 points position, the 3 points of contact. Hopefully you can cut that out. We're gonna unrack, and these are the positions, okay? So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades, I'm squeezing my legs, and I'm keeping my butt down, okay? Everything is pushing towards the end of the bench. If I didn't have something grippy on my shoulders, then I would slide straight off. Just like this, all the way down, all the way up, okay? Oh baby, that's tight on the hips. So, thanks for watching another video. This is the next level, but there's plenty more levels. The intermediate level is there's a lot of stuff you need to learn basically. I'm gonna try to bring it out in a bunch of videos, but I don't want to stretch out the videos too long. These are the basics. This is not beginner stuff, but it is like, it could be beginner stuff depending who you are. But this is when you want to start implementing, squeezing and making everything tight, learning how to flex all the muscles and use them correctly. What else did I talk about in this video? I don't remember, but butt cheeks. Anyway, halfway into the next video, but I forgot the bonus tip. Now listen, I don't wear this, well I do, I don't wear this just because I got a bad hairline. I also wear this when I'm benching. Now if you have long hair like me, when you bench, and this is for the women out there and the guys out there who got long hair, your hair goes everywhere and it's very annoying. And unless you just have your hair down, if you're tying your hair up, it's just impossible. So this thing is just amazing. At the back, I can press my head against the bench as much as I want and there's no problem. It looks all nice and neat and tidy and it's all packaged, okay? Same thing playing basketball. This is what I wear, okay? Yes, my hairline ain't the best, but it's not the main reason I wear this thing.
Wait, you just said that your hairline ain't the best?
No, it is the best.
You actually confirmed that your hairline...
No, I got a great hairline.
Go on, look.
All right.